What it do? Cripple Crew. EDC with DBD. Disabled but deadly. Welcoming y'all back to another Tactical Tuesday. I hope everybody is having a killer day today. I'm going to start off at the top saying what's up to the Cripple Crew. We're going to hit the top of the comments. Starting off with, and it's only got this morning's comments. I don't know why it gets rid of yesterday's, because I know some folks was in there mad early. Shout out to those. Mick MF Ranger, member Cripple Crew Inc. Dropping them badass emojis. Henry G, what it do, homie? Hope you having a killer day. Looks like I can't see the comments from Ground Fog and Projectiles Are Sharp. Tristan, my homie, my member Cripple Crew Week. I also know that Marco was I believe he was the first comment yesterday. Carry of the day, Cold Steel Black Talon Tucson, rated for Lone Star Dowboy. What's up, homie? Checking in from Turkey. Grand Prize, Greg Vanderlip. My man, how you doing? What it do? Clint Crosby. Yo. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day. As you can see, the Flytanium Arcade Pro landed yesterday. And damn. We've got the arcade with full tie scales, tie inserts, so you can still swap out the inlays, titanium pocket clip, full tie hardware, and titanium thumb studs, plus a DLC 20 CV compound ground Tonto blade. With the shark lock, of course. Oh, click. I love it. I love it. I need to get a geared tie backspacer. I need to get the tritium thumb studs. And I need to get Ultim inlays. And I'll be set. Just woke up a little sore, went to work last night. First time in like a year. Way out of shape. With all the new stuff held down now, we're out more. So if your days get rhythm, get so good. Yay. Bet you are feeling it today. Best of 2025. Cold Steel Recon 1XL and CTS XHP. Damn, that is absolutely a strong knife. Faux show. I want to give a shout out to William Hornbustle. What's up, homie? Member Cripple Crew Inc. Dropping them badass emojis. Good to see you. I got to give a shout out real quick to Hanking Out. Pardon me, folks. I apologize. Hanking Out. I won his Instagram giveaway. And I got this cool Topo Hank. I like it. I like the stitch pattern on it. And it's a different size. And I kind of like it. It folds up in half really easily. And it's just easy to carry. Also, from Hanking Out, I got some 1811 Tactical stuff that 1811 Tactical donated. And at first, you guys know that because of the motorcycle world, I like the colors red and gold. And I noticed that the stuff was all colors that I like, right? And then I start looking at it. And I'm like, those are poppies. And then I look and I'm like, that's a claymore. And I was looking, and like, you got a rifle on here, a cordless hole punch on these. And I was like, yo, this is a grow field. This is a poppy. This is like an opium operation pattern. I really like it. I wasn't expecting, like, a field in the middle of Afghanistan somewhere. Just cracked me up. Also, a couple of dope lanyards. And then I also got my new wallet from Atelier Everlight. And I love this wallet. This is my new main wallet. I carry this all the time now. I can carry cash easily. I have my I have an ID and my main card in the back. I've got a couple more cards and my military ID in here. And it's slim, it's small. I really like it. Shout out to Hanking Out for the awesome giveaway win. And also to everybody who donated. Atelier Everlight, 1811 Tactical. I also got, where'd I just put it? I dropped it. That's where I put it. Also got this dope ass patch with it that's going to go on my backpack. So, big shout out. Adam Meekins. I'm still upset that your mom left this morning without making breakfast. Sever, what's going on, homie? Hell yes, you as well, my brother. You as well. Much appreciated. 7-7. You got hands on yet? Please tell me you got hands on with your Noctis. Beardo, member Cripple Crew Inc. What it do, my man? Good to see you, homie. 7-7's Noctis prototype from Katuo was one of the dopest knives I got to handle at Blade Show West. Steve L, member of Cripple Crew Inc. What it do, homie? He's working and lurking, so if he don't tag everyone, it ain't because you loves you, it's because he's busy. 2 days. Damn, you got to be salivating, brother. You got to be salivating. Wanting to get that. It really is a great knife. And the first prototype is a dope design. And you're gonna once you feel it, I know you're gonna be extra critical because it's you, but you're also gonna be thrilled. You guys already know the front flipper is going to be improved off of the first prototype that I handled. I'm used to people talking shit about my voice. It don't bother me no more. Can't chat, talking with security forces. Ooh, fun. William Hornbostel, thank you for your service as well. He's one of those lucky few who is considered essential, yet not getting paid currently. Thanks to the Schumer shutdown, our boy ain't getting no paychecks, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. You just got your outlier backdraft. Nice. Cordless hole punch time. January 1st. The tax becomes free. It's stupid. You still have to get the stamp, but it'll be a free stamp now. Tegan, what's going on, homie? Yo. Of course they are, Adrian. Of course they are. We all surrendered to your much greater knife knowledge. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, Adrian. Twat. What's up, Kane Miranda, member of Cripple Crew Inc.? Good to see you, homie. Good to see you. If you can't tell, I'm in a suffer no fools kind of mood today. But you know, it's the internet. Twat's gonna twat. Jan 1 very early. Yep. Get that free stamp. Dude, it's going to be flooded. They're supposed to process quickly, but it's going to be flooded. Robin Talham, what's going on? Good to see you. It's the best, Finrear. It's the best, Finrear. Now, this is my budget bougie biche right here. I do prefer the textured scales. Aries EDC, appreciate you, brother. Hope you're having a killer day today. It was fun watching you work on that rock hopper for a bit. The front flipper works great, but the reach around would be easier if it had texture on the scales. I mean, obviously I can do it, but the knife shifts in your hand a little bit because of the slick scales. It's a little harder for the reach around, but the front flipper, having that back, you know, because the crossbar doesn't have the front flipper or the finger choil, and both of them are awesome for the Finrear. I don't like the crossbar Finrear was a great version, but I prefer to be able to have that front flipper. And then the top liner lock action is perfect. Sean Batts, what's going on? Good to see you. Dude, it's always fun watching him work in the shop. Our brother Aries is putting out some dope-ass knives. Time change, brother, time change. But, yeah, to answer your question, Sever, the top liner lock Finrear is one of the very few knives competing for me with the Arcade Light for my budget knife of the year. Like, this is one of the very few that is competing against this for the top budget knife under $100. It is that good. I liked the crossbar Finrear. It was better than the plunge lock, but this is the best version. You get the finger safe lock, hella secure action, or lock up, you know, like rock solid, vault. The dogs are crazy from the time change. Yeah, they don't like it. Yeah. Arcade Light is a great knife. You liked it more than a premium? Yeah. I still haven't checked out an OG, the aluminum and S35VN. Be ordering the Main Street tonight. Nice. I think this is one of the best budget knives on the market, period. End of story, any year. And I love the Arcade Light. I talked Flightanium into sending me an Arcade Pro, and it just got here last night. So I need to spend time with it. But I love the Arcade platform, and the Arcade Light is such a phenomenal knife. ZT308 should be there. Yay. So one of the things that we're going to talk about today is we're not about to, just got the arcade light, blue with black blade. Hell yeah. The new red one looks really cool too. Well, right now, you can buy the 20 CV blade, Stonewash or DLC, the 20 CV Tonto, for less than $80 with discount, and put it on the arcade light. Love the arcade. Arcade, one of your favorite knives. Yeah, yay. Yeah, you can get the 20 CV blade right now to put on a light. I think they're $72 or $71 after code EDC with DBD, whether you go Stonewash or DLC. Now, I am going to say that from my hands, the light is a little more comfortable. I want a sheep's foot or a warnie, but y'all know me, I'm horny for the warnie. But the light is a little wider. I'll have to figure out exactly how much, but it is wider, and so it's a little bit more comfortable in my hand. I'm not saying that the Pro is uncomfortable. It has good ergos, but that little bit of thickness does make this more comfortable in my hand. Pardon me. Want a different blade shape with the Pro? Yeah. Like a Van X warnie. That would be dope. Or a crew wear drop point. Like stuff like that would be sick. I do say being made in the same Taiwan factory as the Dimco, you can tell because the Shark Lock feels just as good. I'm also carrying today, so my carry today, I've got my Arcade Pro 20 CV Tonto and my 80 20.5 3V Tonto with Shark Locks, so I can carry and compare. I also, big surprise, have my TRM Atom with the Mike Irie hollow grind and the lizard skin titanium. Just got this last week and I love it. I love it. And you know I got Lagatha with me. My Aries EDC Spike. My girl Lagatha on the belt. Before we talk about the tournament, what's in y'all's pockets today? May have to get the 20 CV blade from my arcade because I do love the Tonto. Hell yeah. Donnie B, what it do? AKA Tonto the Clown. Bless Knives. What's up, homie? Good morning. But that was my left hand being tarded. There we go. Two dope Shark Lock Tontos. Bill, what's going on? Good to see you. Donnie B got the Microtech Mini Era. And a Bless Ripley. Number one. Justin Ronan, what's up, my man? Yeah, the Ripley that our boy War Room just got is insane. We're going to show that one more again. Let me get through all the kind of BS we've sent back and forth. First, here's a picture. Here's a picture of that badass Ripley he did for War Room. We got Cruel Wear blade with Donnie's finish. We've got green micarta, but I'm going to find the video. Let me find the video and then I'll share again. Got to get through like all the giveaway tags and such and the you know, the amusing shit you send back and forth. But here we go. Just got on launch. Hell yeah, Justin. Appreciate you popping in and seeing us. Here's that Cruel Wear Ripley. I'm gonna hide this. I wish I could make this part bigger. What if we do this? Nope. Look at that beautiful micarta backspacer, Zerk pocket clip. We got black blasted tie. Look at that. Look at all that jimping on the Cruel Wear. And look at that warning with the ghost wedge. Looking wicked AF. I love that finish on the blade. Look at that. That is one dope knife, folks. That is War Room's new Ripley. Damn, double damn. We just got a carry from our boy, Kane Miranda. Yeah, that ghost wedge is so sick. Mokutai clip and pack spacer for current build. Damn. Carrying the Strix and the Aries Thorn today. That's a beautiful carry. Titanium Justin, what it do, homie? Justin Ronan carrying giveaway wins today. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm going to show Kane Miranda's and Mrs. Miranda's carry. Whoops. Wrong screen. Helps to share the right screen. Boom. We have a beautiful TRM Neutron 2. We have, gosh, I love that Python micarta. We have 1/6 mock. Like, yes, please. That is 1/6 mock. And then look at Mrs. Miranda's CPM 10V Para 3 with the beautiful micarta scales. Mrs. Miranda carry ballin' too. Hell yeah. If y'all want to share your carry with the Cripple Crew, just shoot me a picture on Instagram. Gonna have to bust out the arcade. Yeah, I have been carrying the Pro a lot, as you guys know. The Light. I've been carrying it a lot, as you know. This Pro, since it just got here yesterday, is definitely gonna get a bunch of carry, so I can see what I think of it. But like I said, so far loving it. TRM doesn't get enough pocket time. Since I got my first Neutron 2, I always have a TRM in my pocket, at least. I showed a minute ago. Pardon me, man. My throat is still getting me, folks. I showed that today it's the Mike Irie Hologround Atom. My Rev B has been getting insane pocket time since I got it. I got the Nerd at Blade Show West, and that's been getting a lot of fifth pocket time. But there's always at least a TRM on me. Yeah, here, I'll pull out the Neutron as well. Roger that. I'll check it out, Gareth. Atom, Neutron. Atom is close to Para 2 size or PM2 size. Well, the Neutron is almost right on with a para 3. And then, quite possibly my pick for best knife of the year period, the TRM Bulldog Rev B. And we got the Holier Nerd. My babies. I have the TRM Tagalong Fixie as well. Neutron 2 is your left pocket carry. Hell yeah, it just slides in and disappears. It's such an easy knife to carry and have ready to go to have a perfect slicer. Say it with me, folks. TRM has become my #1 knife company, my favorite knife company. We all know this. You need to go outside, puppers? Yeah, you need to go potty, puppers? I'll be right back. I gotta let the puppers outside. You squirrel? So, one thing that we're going to talk about today is we're going to come up with, and we're going to do this on Tuesdays, go until the end of the year. We're going to do the Cripple Crew's Best of EDC Awards for 2025. So, we're going to pick the categories together, and then we'll pick, all the contenders. And each week, once we pick the contenders, we'll set up a bracket for each of the categories. And each week during the live stream, we'll do polls to vote. Shouldn't be blocked. I'm typically easy to find. Hell yeah, doesn't it glow so brightly? We've got a couple of carries to share. First, let's start with, clicking right buttons helps. My brother Gareth, we will share his carry. Matt Moorer, what's going on, homie? How you doing today? What's in the pockets? So Garrett's got the Cold Steel Verdict, the Tenable Fin Rear. We've got an awesome two Woobins, the G5, and I don't remember which this one is. They're sending me an X4 right now. We've got the Pickled Steel Warhog, the Spider Co. Mannix 2, Gots the Pride, the Leatherman Charge, the Poppet pin the Acme pin from County Com, Olat Warrior, and a Viper Raid pouch. Nice carry, brother. And then we got from Steve L, we have quite possibly my favorite KC design ever, the Concept Thunderhead, and a dope ass smock. Oh, I need a smock. I need a smock so badly. I need a smock. Great, Gary. Someone's selling the Pistache on Blade Binge for $140. That's the X4. Okay, that's what I think that's the one they're sending me. Is the X4. How do you like it? That is a good deal. Yeah, Smock those are some dope scales. You guys both are rocking. Appreciate you, Gareth. How about? Oh, we might have to see if we can't work out a trade or something, Robin. Kelly, member Cripple Crew Inc. What's up, sis? Good to see you. I don't think I have very many people blocked. I'll check your picture in a minute, TJ. I want to see if I can find who I have blocked. I'm looking right quick. Blocked. What do you go by on Instagram, Phil? I don't have a whole lot of blocks. My card handle on the right. This is the Wixco Vortex. This is a top budget knife for me this year. Wixco is the budget brand of Fair Monster, so badass construction. The Vortex is a sick little pocket ripper. The thumb studs are adjustable. You can move them where you want, but out of the box, they work perfectly as a wave feature to have the knife open in my hand, either like this or like this, every time I pull it out, however I choose. And I carry it in my right rear pocket when I carry it, so I can just reach back and it whips out instantly, ready to go, like a karambit. But it's not such a curved blade or such a crazy, I mean, it's a normal handle, so it's actually still a very useful knife for EDC. It's comfortable to use, unlike most karambits, but it works just as well. My brother Mud, happy birthday, member Cripple Crew Inc. Happy birthday, Mud. American River Manufacturing. I'll check. Yo, you are blocked. You're not blocked anymore. I don't know why you were blocked. I don't block people because of what they say normally. I typically only block people if I think it's like a spam account. Maybe I did. Maybe I clicked yours on accident, homie. Yeah, hey, I mean, dude, it could be an accident. Jesse, member Cripple Crew Inc. Ha! Fuck it, you take too long. I'm out. Yeah, I blocked some of those, but I typically don't block like real accounts unless I did it on purpose. Here is Titanium Justin's carry, rocking the new and improved Flytanium beef in 14C with the T8 hardware like it should have been. That is one of my top recommendable knives under 60 bucks. To be able to get this knife for $54 is ridiculous. We got a dope little Olight and a couple of really cool pins from Concept. And then you got the Titanium Justin Matt Yako Hank. I dig it. I dig it. Let's check out what, hey, yo, did we? Yo, yeah, I had to have accidentally, because our conversation before was good. I had to have accidentally blocked you, homie. My bad. Yeah, block Gareth for a bit. Does he deserve it? All right, let's share Phil's unblocked carry. I like that watch. Looks like a Kershaw leak or blur. That's a leak, I believe, USA made. I like the Viperade pouch. You know, I dig me some Viperade. Hell yeah. Nice setup. Yeah, no clue why I blocked you, but so it goes. Dwayne and F and Leatherman. I'll check it in a second, Tegan. BNA, the human cheat code. Member of Cripple Crew Inc. What it do, my brother? What it do? I finally have an Adam. Mike Irie Hollow, Magna Cut, and Lizard Skin Tie. I'm in love. Double check, see if I missed anything. Dwayne Letterman, Phil. Slava, got it from a guy in Ukraine. Leak USA flag. Yay, yay. Carbon fiber OLED sits in the wallet, but the primary is a rechargeable one. That makes sense. Sporting my new Flightanium beef. Happy birthday. Kaiser drop berry today. Yay, yay. He did try once. He just kicked in the door and said, "Who's your daddy?" Oh. Looks like let's share Tegan's carry. Kind of loaded. We've got no. Okay, no freaking clue what this thing is. Oh, no. You know I want me a little native warnie. Gots to love it. We have the M390 and Micarta. DLC Shaman. A 15V. Manix 2 lightweight. We've got the Concept Thunderhead. We have an S110V PM2. We have the SC3 and the Concept it's one of my favorite blade shapes from them this year, and I can't remember the name of it. And the Olight Arkfeld, killing it. Got like a make DBD drool carry. Chris Lopez, what it do, homie? What it do? Red thing is a screwdriver. Okay, cool. Yeah, stacked ass carry. Faux show. Later, Kane. Have a killer day, homie. Could have been. Did you block Jesse? You can't. There's no way you can block Jesse. Because he's a mod. Concept Tuckamore. Thank you. Tuckamore. And that actually might have been the end of last year. I'm trying to remember when the Tuckamore came out. Oh, we're going to have to take power away from Garrett. It's going to his head. So, let's talk tournament. We need to get the categories figured out today. What do we want for our categories? This is Cripple Crew Awards. Absolutely. Thank you for the support, my brother. Titanium Justin with the $2 super chat says DBD and Titanium Justin to 5K by January 1st. Oh, shit. That would be insane. That would be insane. Concept is now your second favorite brand. Concept really is killing it this year. They're one of my top companies for the year. Again, Titanium Justin, here is your acoustic salute. the whack with the beef. Jack Burdine, what it do, homie? How are you? Good to see you. I'm going to let the dogs in real quick. It's nasty outside. We don't want to stay. Good dogs. Or you can come in here, I'll cover you. You want to eat? Go ahead, Bubbles. Are you gonna eat first? Okay, you can go eat. You're a good girl. You can go eat. Check out Takray Knives, and you can see the graffiti fat carbon. Takray Knives. I really like the one Takray that I checked out, the Tarkus. I gave it away. It was a dope knife, but I gave it away. Let's see. We're on the website. I see Jungle Wear, Fat Carbon. I'm looking for the graffiti. Graffiti. Yo, I like that pattern. Do they have it on this one? On the No, this one is Jungle Wear only. But that's a cool blade. Check this carbon fiber pattern out. Tell me you don't want one of these. Brendo, what's going on, homie? Good to see you. All right, here is the graffiti fat carbon. This is one I hadn't seen. We're gonna go inception mode. You can see it on this Sensei Higanokami. Oh, it's a bolster locked Higanokami. I like that. In ZDP 189, the hand satin, or a horizontal satin at least, I should say. Look at that graffiti fat carbon. Okay, so this is hideous in the straight back. That don't do it for me at all. But that right there, I would carry that. Yeah, the graffiti is by far my favorite pattern of theirs. That's dope. Yeah, it's really cool, really cool. So gas station competition is going to wrap up next month. I'm giving people a few more. We're going to talk about it this Saturday as well on the live stream. You've got a couple weeks to send your stuff in, and then we got to wrap that up. We've got 5 submissions right now, and I was hoping we could get some more. But let's talk categories for the upcoming Cripple Crew Community Awards. I don't want to. Let's see. So, Our first category. Let's do. So we should probably separate this into USA made and imports. And then what? Do you think by price level on knives? This is the Cripple Crew Awards. Yeah, we'll show the pic of the knife that you tried multiple times to send to the States, as well as the one that actually made it. US custom makers. Okay, that's a good category. I think we should do US production folders, top company. Like the company that had the best 2025 overall. And we'll also do a category of import production company. And then for US knives, I think that we should do, what do you guys think of doing a 150 and under, a 150 to 300, and a 300 up category? 3 categories for US blades. And we could do the same 3 categories for import blades. Nah, for imports, I think the price range has got to be a little bit different on imports because you got to have a sub $100 category. US made, I don't really think you can start lower than 150. Or do you think it's with US it would be better? This is your guys' awards. Do you think we should start at a 150 or 200? You could do for US, you could do like either 150 and under and then to 300 and then up, or you could do like 200 and under, 2 to 4 and 4 up. 150, you good with that? So for US, we will do 150 and under, and then 151 to 300, and then 300 plus will be our categories for US. Imports. We got to start that at Robert Willoughby. What's going on? Mannix 2 was only 135 and USA made. Yeah. The Spyderco Para 3 Salt, the Spyderco 15V Para 3 could all be had under 150. So it's going to give us a lot of options under 150, I think. So for imports, I think we should do a sub 50, a 50 to 100. And then from 1 to 250. And then 250 up. How's that sound to you guys? Classic design. So, like, you could submit anything that's, say, a lock back, a slip joint, something that looks like your grandpa's folder. Is that what you mean, Gareth? Imports, we're going to do a sub 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 250, and then a 250 plus. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Like an evergreen class. Okay. We'll do an evergreen award. Where people can submit something that's been around. Yes, multi-tool category. I was absolutely thinking. I think we need a multi-tool category, and it can be, if we don't, I don't think we need to separate multi-tools by price. We just need a multi-tool category where people can recommend this year's best multi-tools, and then everybody can vote. I think we also could do an EDC flashlight category. And then I was also thinking a best EDC gift category. And now this is one that people are going to have to help come up with suggestions if we do this. One of the things I wanted to put in there was Mad Yakko's loot boxes. Go ahead, damn. I wanted to do the Beef Plus Deluxe box. So where this would compete in the $50 to $100 category, the Beef Plus Deluxe box that I opened live, I think would make an awesome gift for somebody. Top USA is just Leatherman, though. Because GOAT hasn't done anything this year. $50 with a sheath, not bad. Like, am I missing something when I say just Leatherman? What am I not thinking about? Because the GOAT tools, I haven't seen much about them this year. We could do it as a price range, just like under 100 and above 100. Or we could do price categories. If you mean SOG, there are some SOG stuff that is made US, but not most of it's import. So for multi-tools, let's do sub 50, or let's do less than that. We'll do an under 30 multi-tool. 30 to 100 and a 100 plus. Trouble Bunny, appreciate you stabbing that like button. If she doesn't tag everybody, it's because she's doing stuff right now, but she's still watching, supporting the crew. So I'm going to type out what we have for our categories. Whoops. It's not going to let me just do it the easy way. So we'll separate them this way. What's up, Illuminati Ninja, member of Cripple Crew Inc.? What's going on? Pins could be in the EDC gifts. 151 to 3 honey and 3 honey plus. I'm still typing up our categories real quick so that y'all can see them. Oh, whoops. And 3 honey plus. And then import knives ranges sub 50, 51 to, whoops, to 100, 100 to 250, and 250 plus. How do I win the best timeout? Hey, brother, happy birthday. Have a blast, homie. I will talk to you later. Top multi-tools sub 30, 31 to 1 honey and 1 honey plus. Top EDC flashlights and top EDC gifts. Okay, here is our current categories that we would be rocking. I think that's a pretty good category list. Hawkbill category. I will make a video this week that lists out the categories that we're going to do. And through that video comments and through our upcoming, our next live, we will be taking submissions for these categories where you can, recommend and nominate products in the category. But you have to have handled them. You have to have used them. You can't nominate something just because you saw it and it looked cool. I still got to come up with my own personal awards, because these are going to be your awards voted on by the Cripple Crew. And so this year I got to come up with my own awards. And I think we're gonna call the new those yearly awards, we'll call those the Deebs. This year will be the 2025 Deebs. And but we got to come up with a cool name for the Cripple Crew Community Award. So be thinking of your nominations in these categories, and I will help come up with recommendations, and then we will get them. Once we get our submissions, we'll get them bracketed up and start voting on them during Tuesday Lives. And it'll be a straight, we'll make it a poll. We'll do these during Tuesday Lives, Tactical Tuesdays, and I'll make it a poll. We'll put up the ones that are going against each other. Cripple Crew will vote. Winner will move on. No losers bracket. Single elimination. Yes, I think it's going to be interesting to see what wins. Yeah, get some bets going. You're buying slots. Get some side bets going. Bel Air came out last year, right? Yeah, this year we got the Clip Point and the XL. The Golden Canes. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. We're going to write that suggestion down because that was pretty good. The Cripplies. I do like the Cripplies. Pardon me. I don't have a ton of pins in my collection because I don't really collect them. I have pins and I just carry what I have. But I snagged this one, this County Com bolt action, and the titanium it's just so light that it's easy to carry. And this has become my most carried pin. I carry this in my in my fifth pocket along with my fifth pocket carry. And I like having a full-size pin that's this light. The buckled wheel. Did anybody in here order an N1 Cornerstone this weekend? I want to give a huge shout out to Nick and Lindsay at Numb Knife Works for a massively successful drop of their first model, the N1 Cornerstone. All three variants are sold out. Two of them sold out the same day. One took a minute. You have a casino pin collection? Nice. I don't have a lot of pins. I have 3 versions of the County Com executive pin. I have copper, brass, and tie. Obviously a big weight difference. And then I have a Bastion bolt action pin, that Bastion sent me last year. I've got several of these from CountyCom, including this glow-in-the-dark one. These are typically pouch pins for me, as is, I just had it out, my O-Pin Mini. This is typically in a pouch. But this is the one that I have really started to like carrying because it's so lightweight and it feels good in hand. Grab a fistful of pins every time I'm working in a property. I like to have a pin on me at least at all times. Typically there's two because there's always a smaller pin in one of my whatever pouches on me. So I do carry pins every day. I just don't really collect them that much, you know? It's not like knives. I get a pin and I can rock with it for a long time until another pin shows up. Yeah, huge shout out to Nick and Lindsay Numb Knife Works. He is such a cool dude. Yeah, she's a warrior. Faux show. If you don't know the story, folks, I have a brief interview with him from Blade Show West that is posted to the channel that discusses Numb Knife Works and how they came to be and how he developed the pinch lock. If you haven't watched that, I think it's worth watching. I came away from that interview absolutely rooting for Numb Knife Works going forward. Like, it's the kind of company that you hope blows the F up just because the people are awesome. The wheelies. That's not bad at all. The Kripplies, the wheelies, writing these down. Next week, we'll also have a poll to vote on the name for the awards. So far, we've got some decent suggestions. It was absolutely not what I expected, Mick. I was checking out the knives. We were just BSing a bit. And, I said, so what got you into this? And he's like, well, and I was like, wait a second. If you don't mind, can we get this on camera? He's like, yeah, okay. And he clipped it on, we got the mics on. I hit the camera and then he started it the way he started. And I was like, oh, damn. And it definitely got real and raw, and it made me want them to blow up. The Crusty Gimps. Write that down. One Moon. What's good, homie? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Yeah, I didn't know the story, and so I wasn't expecting it. And it was my favorite moment of Blade Show West. It was like truly touching, and it made me want to root for the dude. And I was just stoked that not only were they good people, but the knives that he was showing were as sick as they were, because I knew they were going to do well. I told him he was going to have a sellout on his first order. And he's a very humble guy. And he didn't believe me. He did not believe me. He's like, I don't know how the community is going to take to it. I was like, nah, dude, this first run's going to sell out. And so they're crazy excited that it went as well as it did. We will have him on for a live stream soon. I'm going to have the N1 prototype, or not the N1 prototype, but I'm going to have the N1 here in a couple of weeks to review. And going forward, I might be getting to check out protos before they go to production. And he does want to come on when he gets the N2 and N5 prototypes in. Those are coming in soon. But I think Numb Knife Works is going to do some big things next year. I don't know if we're going to see the N7 before the end of the year. That's the next model. I know it's kind of weird that we're going from N1 to 7. The next prototypes are 2 and 5, but it's the designs he went. This is how they're coming out. So the 7 is next, and I got to check that one out at Blade Show, and that one's pretty dope. I don't know if it's hitting before the end of the year, but I do know next year there's going to be several Numb Knives dropping. He has the first 7 models all at Riot. I want to see somebody work with him next year on budget pinch locks. Like at least 150 and under would be dope to see. It doesn't necessarily have to be budget, but you know, a sub 200 knife with the pinch lock and a dope design would be really cool. I finally learned yesterday how to take a live stream and edit a clip out of it to post. It's taken me this long to figure that out. Are you planning on moving? We were kind of waffling a little. We were going back and forth between, like, the plan has been Texas. I like the South. I want to be in the South. I want to be in a red state. I want better weather. And Deadly Daughter is going to school in Texas. Deadly Jr., his wife, and our granddaughter are in Arizona. And where Deadly Daughter is in Texas, their weather is so similar to where we're at right now in Washington. But where the sun is at in Arizona is obviously much warmer. He's been having 70 and 80 degree temperatures lately. We've been high 30s to high 40s. Barbarian Brawny should move to a warmer state also. Yeah. Man, I need it. I need it. It's this stuff is getting I can't do this cold. It's cold as crap here lately the last few days. And I'm just tired of it, you know? Trying to catch up to kind of the comments on the studio side because I don't know why Brawny isn't. There we go. I don't know why Brawny isn't a mod. So that Brawny can drop his own links. There we go. Now you can. I don't know why you weren't before. But I was kind of waffling a little towards Arizona. Because my granddaughter is there. And she'll be 2 in a week. Okay, I'll look, Gareth. Arizona has legal recreational herb. And Texas doesn't, obviously. And I was kind of waffling back towards Arizona. But I want to be in the South. Not just want to move southern. I want to be in the South. Arizona is not the South. Capital S. Arizona is Southern West Coast. I'm tired of West Coast. I want to live with Southern people. Capital S. Southern. I don't want California East. So I think we're back on Texas. I know. See, that's tough for me, Jesse. That's the hardest part for me. But where I'm looking is about 30 minutes from. Oh, we got a picture from Robin. Oh, I like it, Robin. Check this out, folks. The golden wheelies. I like it. Robin Dallum coming through. I like the random wheel up front. It makes an extra gimp. Like we got. I love this. It's just like extra gimp. Oh, that's another damn good one. Oh, but you misspelled Cripple, or you didn't. The AI fucked up Cripple Crew. Damn, both of those are awesome. Okay. So, starting with Texas. Yes, Texas is just a great state. It really, truly is, minus the herb. And minus Austin. But we don't count that as Texas anymore. At least I don't. New Mexico was my goal. Like, I was locked on, target lock on New Mexico for over a year because it has most of what I want and it's inexpensive. But New Mexico roads are some of the worst I've ever dealt with. And being in Texas would save me over 20 grand a year for the next 7 years while the daughter's going to school. And then Florida. So I've been to Florida once. Deadly Daughter and I went there a couple of years ago for a wrestling event during COVID. We loved Florida. We loved Florida. I could live in Florida. But we just dealt with, we've been in Washington for 25 years almost. Our son was stationed in Georgia, all the way across the country. And it's hell going to visit our grandbaby. With him in Arizona, if we went to Florida, it'd be just as bad and we'd be far away from our kids again. But in Texas, where the Deadly Daughter is going to school is a 9-hour drive from where my son is in Arizona. We drove it a couple of times when we took the Deadly Daughter to school and back last month. So, or in September, August. Damn, August. So, like Texas, we can still get to our grandbaby. Florida, we can't. Texas for the win. Yeah, see, that's with, well, and where, yeah, Florida is humid, but Texas, where she's at, it is considered high desert. And that's where we're at in the southeast corner of Washington is high desert here. And her temperatures all year have been very, very close to what we're dealing with here, but on the slightly milder side. So when it got chilly here, it got chillier there than like say Central Texas, but not as cold as where we're at. When it was hot here, it was actually several degrees cooler where she's at in Texas. So it's just a milder version of where I am currently with less freezing. So plus being able to be there and support her while she goes to 7 or 8 years of school to become a veterinarian and to save a minimum of 20 grand a year. It's hard not to go with Texas. And then where I'm looking is about a 30-minute drive from the nearest New Mexico recreational store. And there's a store in Wyoming that will deliver to all 50 states. So I've got options. I don't want to be right in town because I don't want narcs right next door. But, you know, I would love to have enough space to be able to use a cordless hole punch on my own property, even if it was only a pistol range. But while I waffled towards Arizona for about a week, to the point where I had Mrs. Deadly looking for Adobe places. Because if I'm going to be in Arizona, I want Adobe. If I'm going to be in Texas, I want a brick house. And like she was finding some pretty dope ass Adobe houses with some property in Arizona. And then I yesterday I was like, nope. I'm not moving to Arizona. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to grab some water. I'll be right back. Las Vegas is pretty fun. Tristan, what's going on? Said he got a minute of work, so he thought he'd drop in. Projectiles are sharp, member of Cripple Crew Inc. If he doesn't tag y'all folks, it's because he's only on a quick break and he's going to have to get back to it. But I appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Las Vegas is fun. Mrs. Deadly and I love Las Vegas. Like, that's our favorite place to go by ourselves. It's our favorite vacation spot, just her and me. But I couldn't live there. Way too hot for me. Neil to the Mac. What's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, I would never move to New Jersey or to New York. The taxes are way too bad, and it's even bluer than Washington, and Washington's bad enough. But depending on what they're looking at, Washington has become either the second or third most expensive state to live in. And I'm tired of it. Everything's getting more expensive while it gets worse. Even our little rural town here used to be a wheat and onion town. And Walla Walla sweet onions were known all over the world. And we grew a ton of wheat here. And it was a lot of old farm money. Till they found out that wine grapes, grow amazingly well in our climate. And now, unfortunately, our wine is known the world over. But almost all of our farms have been replaced by vineyards, and it's brought Californians, Seattleites, Portlandians, and they have taken over our town. And, you know, they're like everything downtown now has become wine tasting focused or overly expensive tourist foods, like our good, like our old local restaurants are mostly gone and replaced by bougie bullshit. What's up, brown sugar? Remember Cripple Crew? Good to see you, sis. I hope you're having a killer day. We check the pictures. I think we got another award shot here from Bluminati Ninja. Yeah, that's another good looking one. So just to show our submissions right now, we got the Wheelies Champ. This one, spelled properly, would look pretty dope. The Cripple Crew. I like the filigree on the wheelchair. And then the Golden Wheelies Award with the Triple Gimp wheelchair cracks me up. These are all some sick submissions for you folks. If you want to submit something for the golden or the whatever we're gonna do the Cripple Crew Awards as, feel free to submit it. And we will vote on those as well next week. Teardrop. Just bought myself the new Flightanium beef. So excited. Man, you're going to like it. You're going to like it a lot. This is the best working crossbar lock knife I have found. Like for doing any type of work, this is a beast. One of my absolute top recommendations under $60. And now it's what it should have been the entire time with the T8 hardware. And you got the extra strength of the 14C blade. Or you can buy the S90V. Oh, Flightanium. They're one of my absolute top companies overall for 2025. The X-Lock. Josh Trio 4. What it do? What it do? With a black blade and a gray handle. You're doing the tie studs? Let me pull it up real quick. Flightanium. Beef knife and parts. Let me go to the tie. Are you doing the ones with or without the wait, no, they don't have tritium for this one. Duh. I'm thinking of the arcade. So the beef thumb stud kit. Well, right now, they only have black and stonewash in stock. The others are currently sold out, I'm seeing. Unless you go aluminum, which is cheap as hell. That's a killer price. Stupid price for aluminum. If you went aluminum, I think I would do the stealth gray. Titanium right now, the black would look good on it. But like the purple would pop. It's just sold out. Jensen Foley, what's going on? How you doing? We'll take a look at it, Gareth. I like it. It looks like a tombstone back here. Still got the golden filigree. Then you got the blades. It's like a Mad Max gimp chair. I like to look at that. That was funny. Or like the Iron Throne from Game of Thrones. That's the ice wheels setup, like put nails in your tires on your dirt bike. You throw blades on the wheels on the wheelchair and it gets you through the snow and ice. Only us true gimps know that trick, though. The gimpies. Gimpies, cripplies, wheelies. We got we got the golden canes. I need to do another Cripple Dome video. I've got a few of them lined up. I'm going to be one of them for sure is going to be the Arcade Pro versus the Demco AD 20.5. That's going to be a Cripple Dome that I need to shoot. Hell yeah, Tristan. Have a great day, brother. I'm thinking of doing a three-way between these three: the Chavez, X-Lock, the fin rear top liner, and the Arcade Light. That's another Cripple Dome episode I'm thinking of shooting. And the Chavez X-Lock, somebody asked earlier. I dig it. The action is great. Lockup is rock solid. Spring tension is really good. I know a lot of folks like this will be almost perfect. I like it a little stiffer, but it's really easy to pull back and it goes home every freaking time. It's, street size, so it's definitely smaller than 229 size. Here's a blue label comparison. So it is a fair amount shorter and a much more EDC friendly blade stock thickness. Like it's definitely more of a slicer. Got me a Mickey D's ice cream. Oh yeah. It's definitely the best like slicer Chavez for EDC. I have zero issues with D2 on this. I know that was a Ramon choice. I would like some texture, but it's not like slick. I think it's done really well. And to get a Chavez design in your hands for less than $100 is pretty dope. Yeah, ice cream machine was working. Oh, what? Yeah, I dig it. When I saw how much smaller it was in person, I didn't know if I was gonna like it much. But when I started flicking it at Blade Show West, I had to buy one. And then getting Ramon to sign the box was just icing on the cake. But I think that this is well worth adding to your collection. They did the Chavez design properly, and put out a very good budget knife. Still, it's perfect. I shouldn't say perfect. It's not perfect. It's great, especially at that price. Everything from being able to sharpen it forever. I cannot recommend against it. It's a great knife and great price. Have a killer day, homie. Appreciate you popping in, Neil to the Mac. Okay, this is the only Chavez not made by, or the only import Chavez currently not made by Riot. Riot is doing the titanium Chavez knives, and Riot is also doing the blue labels. So this is, even though this is one of the best priced Riots you're going to find at less than $200. You're still getting a Riot done Chavez. Now, Kudior, what's going on? Welcome. This is a different Chinese OEM, and Ramon wouldn't say who. He just said, yes, it is a different Chinese company. I was like, would you share who it is? He was like, nope. He said, when I started doing my knives with Riot and other companies saw it and saw their quality and started doing a lot of stuff with Riot, it became a lot harder for him to get machine time scheduled at Riot. And he doesn't want the same thing to happen. He doesn't want people to start using the hell out of this OEM and him not being able to make knives there. So he wouldn't tell me who it is. It is not Riot, but it is done very well. Yeah, other than Riot's own budget line, like the PLXs and such, I can't think of any other like sub $200 Riot out there. Yeah, Riot killed it on the blue labels. Baltimore, what's going on? You know, Miguron is what it feels like to me. If it's one of the big named ones, like Miguron is who it feels like. It doesn't feel like QSP or Wisavivi. Doesn't feel like Kaiser or Kubi. This feels like Miguron to me, but that doesn't mean it is. I don't know. No clue if it is truly Miguron or not. But the feel of it, I could feel it being Miguron. It wouldn't surprise me. Feels like a Miguron to you too. Yeah, I get it. It does. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. It thought it feels like the very first time. Oh, another Cripple Dome episode that I plan on recording soon is Hogdeka versus Kershaw Belair. I think this is a good comparison for a Cripple Dome video. Two USA made crossbars in Magna Cut. Yeah, yay. You know, I could see people choosing the Bel Air. I still love my Deca. I'm partial to my Deca. I'm very, very partial to my Deca. This was my second USA made knife, the first Ultim knife I ever bought. And I've been partial to this Deca ever since I got it. But I think that's a really good comparison. And when I actually start comparing them, I don't know. It could surprise me. Could beat it. Either way, I still think it's sick to have won this from a Mad Yako loot box. Both beat the bug out. Absolutely. Benchmade to me has one of the worst crossbars on the market now. They're almost every company doing a crossbar is doing it better. That guy Warney smoked it in coolness. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's look at a Kripley's trophy from our brother Blue. Robin, I love it. You got it started. If his head was shaved or had a cap, that would be dope. And man, if that was a cane sword, could you imagine if you had like the cane sword out and then the cane sheath part? I know it's like we're talking with AI, so that's more than this is going to want to do. But that is another sick looking submission. We're definitely voting on these next Tuesday on different. Let's just show again some of the submissions we've gotten. We've got a couple from our brother Blue. We got from our brother Gareth. We got that one. That one's still pretty cool, minus the spelling. And then we got the first one sent. The Golden Wheelies. We got some pretty dope submissions right now, folks. Fed bolt on for dinner. So you got some M&Ms to go with it. Yeah, you got peanuts. Yeah. Yeah, you won the micarta clip Point Bel Air from Knives Fast. That's awesome. I love the Blade HQ exclusive Ultim Decas. The first run they did was Stonewashed or Satin. I don't remember, one or the other. But their second run was the DLC, and they did the Warney and the clip point with Ultim. I've added a Lynch Northwest titanium clip, but other than that, and I changed the springs to Kaiser springs just to make them thicker. But this is always going to be in my collection. And the Blade HQ versions, you got MagnaCut, you got the Ultim scales already on it. You had the gold anodized pocket clip, and these came in at $189 on Blade HQ. The same price as getting a bug out with S30V and FRN. A roll of gauze, a bunch of Band-Aids. Robert Jones, what's up? Boltong is what he keeps telling me I gotta try. They all say it's better than beef jerky. I don't know if it's better than beef jerky. I haven't tried it yet. Only crossbar that made worth getting is the Osborne or the Freak. See, I still need to check out an Osborne and a Freak. I like the looks of both. I just hate the price. I really do like the only Benchmade in my collection. I've had a bug out. I pimped it out. I got rid of it. I still didn't like it. But the mini grip with the sheep's foot and spidey hole, I like this a lot. I got it on sale. I got it for $99 is the only reason I bought it.
But then I put Flytanium aluminum loop scales on it that are contoured for $25. And this is one of the best worker fifth pocket knives that I have. A little thicker behind the edge than most of my fifth pockets, definitely made to put in more work than most of my most of my fifth pocket knives. Yeah. Yeah, they had them on sale for $99 exactly. And I bought it on for $99. I do like this. It was almost centered when I got it. And it's mostly centered now. But compared to the bug out, the FRN that came on this was worlds better. The action was better than the bug out. I don't want a full-size grip. I want a full-size Ritter Hogue. But I am glad that I have this in my collection, so I have a Benchmade that I don't hate. I would like to check out Claymores, but again, you put the purple aluminum from Cave Monkeys on yours? Hell yeah. I've never looked at Cave Monkeys. I'm going to pull that up. Cave Monkeys. There's their Instagram. Oh, whoa. These are some awesome looking scale. I'm going to share this. I've never seen this company before. Just dropped a new version of the original one in a crossbar and a button lock. Nice. I've never seen Cave Monkeys stuff. Let me do it from my Instagram. One sec. Okay, now we can show them. Hello from Russia. What's up? Welcome. Hope you're doing all right over in Russia. Whereabouts in Russia? Like, here's some bug out scales. But look at these. That's a awesome design. Let's click through. There's another bug out build. Bug out. Bug out. Oops. We're going to have to go to that website. Oh, there we go. There, I like that pattern on the grip. I saw another. I thought, here we go. Those are awesome looking scales. Look at those. That's pretty dope. We'll check their website. But here's a good shot. Those look really cool. I'm going to pull that up. Moscow? Hell yeah. Let me pull up cavemonkeys.com. Nope. Looks like they don't have that website at the moment. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, that would be cool. doing them with modern, with upgraded materials and new locks like top liners and such. That would be really cool. They sell through Etsy. Okay, I'm gonna pull up Etsy real quick. Etsy Cave Monkeys store. Cave Monkeys is currently not selling on Etsy. What if they're having some issues? Because their website went down and their Etsy store is currently not being used, it said. Airfront scales. Okay, let's do that again, but we'll say knife. Knife scales. Oh, does that supposed to say aim front? Oh, aim front. There we go. Yeah, it was correcting it. Ooh. I like those para 3 scales right off the bat. Oh, I think I looked at this the other day. I did. Because of their lightweight scales. Yes. This is one that I'm thinking about. I don't remember who mentioned these the other day. If somebody brought up aim front, it might have been you, Mick, when I was talking about wanting scales possibly on the lightweight. Here's the para 3 lightweight. I like the reverse hex. I like those. And it says that where to put the weight difference, it has it up here. Oh, so in the description. Or specs. It is only 0.2 ounces heavier than the FRN on the Spyderco already. And it gets rid of the liner and gives you a second washer to make regular para 3 action. I think I'm going to have to do that for my salt the more I think about it. But they also have bug out and mini bug out. I wish they did some grip stuff. But they have Cerakoted or anodized. Honeycomb and swoosh. They got a bunch of different colors that are sold out at the moment. But that para 3 lightweight, this I think I'm going to have to do. Yeah, since I have the satin blade, I'd almost certainly go black and reverse hex. But $80 to make your para 3 lightweight feel like a premium para 3, it's a pretty good deal. Getting some for the bug out? Yeah. Bel Air scales yet. Let's see if RGT is doing any yet. I'm gonna pull up Rip's Garage Tech because they might. Brands. Nope, no Kershaw yet. And I know Flatanium doesn't have anything yet, but I'm gonna double check. By brand. Kershaw. Yeah, they don't have any. I didn't think so. What about Rock Scale? I'm going to check out Rock Scale Design. I don't think they are either, but I'll double check. Nope, Dimco, Spyderco, Benchmade. I would like to get, I'm going to pull something up real quick from Rock Scale. These ones. Does these ones work with the lightweight? No, not compatible with lightweight. Damn it. Maybe it wasn't Rock Scale. I thought Rock Scale did them for the Manix 2 lightweight. Maybe not. So it's saying these are not available for lightweight. Spyderco Manix 2. I thought that they had one for the lightweight. Never mind. Wish Flightanium kept the Lucha scales in stock. RSD does. They have some beautiful scales. Yeah, I don't know of anybody doing Bel Air scales just yet. With the popularity of the Bel Air and the fact that it has full steel liners, I'm sure somebody's going to be doing it soon. These would be easy to make. You've already got the full steel liners, so it's not like you've got much to worry about other than flat or contoured scales. Yeah, somebody will be doing it soon enough. Original Goat has Bel Air scales? Let's pull that up. My Original Goat scales will be here today for my AD 20.5 3V Tonto rendition with the big pivot. I've got some fat goat scales coming that will be delivered today. And I am so friggin' stoked. So stoked. Let's look at the Original Goat scales. The Bel Air. Drop Bear limited run. They got Drop Bear. That's kind of cool looking. I'm going to show that. Let's check this out. Boom. Boom. Oh, gee. Look at these Drop Bear acrylic scales. Kind of dig those. Yeah, get the hell out of my way. Newest releases. Kershaw Bel Air. Oh no. Titanium or aluminum. So right now they've got them at the stock size. That stocky goat means they're going to be very similar in width to your stock scales. Oh, I kind of love this pocket clip. I kind of love this pocket clip. Nah. I got a titanium deep carry clip. I don't need it. Let's go back to the Bel Air. So you can get their aluminum scales for a Bel Air starting at 50 something bucks. Pre-order. Okay. Bright yellow. November 25th. Oh, so they're supposed to ship this month. They've got the OG1, the drift pattern. The wings is not showing. Sonic looks fantastic on that scale. And then I love their gun stock scales. That's what I would have liked to get for my 80/20.5, but that is not what's coming in the buff or coated. Yeah, I almost did a splatter goat on mine, but I didn't. So $68 for some dope ass aluminum, 85 to 100 bucks for titanium. And the gun stock. You can have them anodized. Those are going to look phenomenal on the Bel Air. So there's your answer, Baltimore. I'd snag one right now. I don't have my code yet, so use somebody else's. Rob's Nerdy Knives works for me. Or, because I love Rob, I used code fucker. I do need to. I'm going to work. I will do that today. I used code fucker for mine. The knife dope. Because that one's easy for me to remember. Have a great night, brother. Appreciate the tour today. Always good chatting with you. I'll talk to you soon, brother. Ooh, we're going to check that out. Went with the cheap micarta option for 8025 with the 3V DLC blade. Well, micarta still feels, I still like micarta. I have Flightanium micarta on this 3V shark foot. And the Flightanium micarta feels great. If they had these in the fat pivot, I would have snagged a set. But Jim Cox told me, because I don't like waiting months for scales. And normally it's a multiple month wait to get 80/20.5 scales. But they had some in stock. And so I snagged one while they were in stock. Mainly off grid, Kurt White. What it do, gentlemen? Had to grab the Sonic. Yeah, the Sonic looks, that's a beautiful pattern on those Bel Air. Normally the gun stock is my favorite, but that Sonic pattern looked dope for the Bel Air scales. You're going to have to let us know how you like them, Baltimore. And you're going to have to let us know when they come in. If they come in, ooh, yeah. Check out the Cripple's 25 with the cane sword. Got the cap on, got the mask on, or bald headed, that works too. Oh, the Cripple's. Oh, I dig it. I dig it. You guys are going to have a hard time voting next week, trying to pick the best one. Best custom? Yeah, because we only have a best American custom knife maker. So we can have a category for best custom. And folks that got customs can nominate theirs. You're going to get the Bel Air scales, don't even have a Bel Air. Getting the Lucha scales for Rock Scale Design. Yeah. Yeah, Baltimore. They're, the Cripple Crew knows all the goodies. Yeah. B&A wins. He's the human cheat code. Easy win. Man, B&A. From the OG human cheat code. Neutron 2. I think you might have created a fanatic, brother. Plus, I got the brass and the tag along. I think you created a TRM fanatic. I'm definitely a tycoon. This Atom that I just got last week is so money with the Mike Irie Hollow. But now I'm just waiting on the auto. I would never carry it in the state of Washington, but Evil Homie BDB, he really wants that auto. And this is all possible because the human cheat code B&A sent his 3 TRM models in for me to review. And as he hoped it would, it caught TRM's eye. And we've had a great relationship since.
Brian F. checking in from the blind. Yay, finishing up hunting season. Mid State EDC, what it do, brethren?
Yeah, B&A, you know I think about you every time I whip my TRMs out. Yeah, this one here, most of what I have from TRM was gifted by TRM, by Marianne directly. She's such a sweetheart. This one was purchased at a deal I couldn't refuse from Brother Chris Lopez's TRM collection. And it finished out the set of lizard skin ties. And you cannot go wrong with TRM. You just can't do it. Pardon me. Have you checked out the Rev B yet, B&A? If not, after Mr. So, personally, me, absolutely not. I checked it out at Blade Show West. It was also the first time that I checked out the Leatherman ARC. So, if you're going to get a Leatherman, spend the money and get the ARC, where it's smooth as hell. Everything, including the pliers, is easy to use one-handed. And it's all so smooth, and it is very well done. Do I think it's overpriced? Yes. But the ARC is very well done. The Wave Alpha feels so overpriced in hand. It is not smooth. The blade deployment for that Magna Cut blade isn't nearly as smooth. The tools aren't as comfortable to use. You're only saving $50. You're already paying $200. I recommend paying the extra money and getting the ARC. The Wave Alpha ain't it to me. After handling it, it feels like an old ass Leatherman in hand. Just the way that everything, all the tools were, it was not smooth and comfortable to use like the ARC was. The ARC feels like a modern tool. The Wave Alpha did not. Yes, they got the Benchmade pricing model, and that's why I don't have an ARC. That's why Blade Show West was the first time I've ever handled one. Because I wasn't willing to pay for it. But after, especially wasn't willing to pay for it, with stuff like the Rock Toll Gen R getting you an S35 VN blade for well under half the cost. And I would take this over a Wave Alpha. I like the feel of this way better than the Wave Alpha. I do not like. You see the Wave Plus, I don't have a problem with, Mick. I don't have a problem with the Wave Plus. I don't like the new, their more recent pricing when it got up to like 150-ish or 140-ish, whatever it was. I didn't like that, but the Wave Plus, solid tool. Save the money and get a Wave Plus. Spend the money and get an ARC. Screw the Wave Alpha. That's my opinion. You also got 3x reward points. Yay. And $90 for the Wave Plus. That's a great deal. I'd rock that all day long. You are not getting me to buy a Wave Alpha. Hey, no worries, no worries. And the only reason I can say that, again, I don't own either. I don't own either, and I haven't spent much time with either. You know, I spent about 10 to 15 minutes at the ARC or the Leatherman booth at Blade Show West. So that's what I'm basing this off of. That and their pricing scheme. But it was instantly, you can feel the difference between the new Wave Alpha and the ARC. One feels like a premium tool. One feels like a tool. You know, the ARC feels premium at least. If you're going to pay $200, at least get the, premium. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to make Texas. I might be going to SHOT Show in Vegas because my first collab is dropping at SHOT Show. March is my 25th wedding anniversary, and I'm planning on being at Blade Show West in June. So, I mean, Blade Show Atlanta, I should say. Blade Show Atlanta in June. So, as much as I would love to be at Texas in March, I don't think I'm going to make it. Oh, and I'm not bad-mouthing buying a Leatherman. I'm not. I'm just saying that I would go with the Wave Plus, or the ARC. I wouldn't go Wave Alpha for the money. I don't like their knives at all. The fixed blades or the folders. Folders, holy crap. They feel even worse in person than I expected them to. They feel so much bad. Hey, check these out. These spams are funny. This got me one time when I had first started my doing live streams. That's just a troll. But I had a troll do that to me, and I believed it, and I shut the live stream down. But yeah, you can go to channel, and notification is some stupid idiot's channel being a troll. So nice try, homie. You ain't gonna get me this time. The Leatherman knives are garbage. Straight garbage. Yeah, Leatherman tools. Yeah, Leatherman tools are great. Yeah, you were on that stream. I was like, folks, I don't know what I did, but I just started going live. I can't lose this. William Hornbostel must be on break. Yay. Yeah, he tried. Yeah, exactly. It's not even spelled right. But the one that got me the one time, it was actually spelled correctly, at least. And they made it look way better. But yeah, you ain't getting me again, homie. Nice try. Take your troll ass somewhere else, twat. But thanks for dropping messages and helping the algorithm. Got lost outside with the pup for a few. That's fun to do. Lagerman, Crescent Ridge with a bottle opener. Yay. Beaumont Livingston, what's going on? I do have several Savibis, though I haven't really picked any up this year. They haven't had anything this year that has grabbed me. But
just to show a couple. Where is my dog? Oh, I don't see my thug 2 right now. But like, you know, I've had the baby banter for a long time. I got 2 baby banters for an anniversary. Oh, I gotta clean this bastard. This guy spends a lot of time in my pouch. I got 2 baby banters, one for myself and one for the wife for an anniversary a few years ago, and I got them to match our bikes. So I got her the Knife Center exclusive with the red and black Gemascus and the S35 VN blade with the gold stud because she has a red and gold bike. And then I got me this one, and I put unlocked composites carbon fiber scales on it with the tweezers. Yeah, any traffic is good traffic. Doesn't hurt. The Vision FG was my #1 most recommended. Yeah, you did. You said not to worry, but I shut it down anyway. I know better now. Doing the same with the puppy. Oh, I'm glad you're getting another one, homie. Got the Terax for free with your Demco 8020.5. There you go. This was my top like budget knife recommendation. As soon as it came out, until this dropped. And this is definitely in the stream immediately. What's up, Jim Cox? Member Cripple Crew Inc. And this absolutely passed it as my #1 recommended budget knife. But the Vision FG is still amazing. But my personal favorite Civivi. I also have 3 Civivi neck knives, but my personal favorite Civivi is the OG Elementum button lock. The one that locks closed and open. Hell yeah. This one, it's bigger than the standard Elementum. The ergos are so much better, especially because you don't have a flipper tab. You have a beautiful finger choil. The action is phenomenal. And I want to grab some. I'm thinking about grabbing some titanium scales before they're gone. They have contoured titanium scales for this. And that would just really push this over the edge. What country are you in, Beaumont? You've told me before. Is it Spain? No. You're not the one that checked in from Spain. I'm trying to remember where you checked in from, Beaumont. Yeah, I don't know if it's legal where you're at, or if they would consider it a gravity knife. Italy. Are you allowed to have locking knives? And you can still get these for like typically less than $60. You can own locking knives. Not sure about gravity. Well, you don't tell them it's a gravity knife. When you go to open it, you push the button and you pull it open with your hand. Push the button and close it. Just don't whip it out. Yeah, the stiletto. Faux show. Yeah, nah, every knife is a two-handed knife, see? Do you have a blade length restriction in Italy on your locking knives? Like under 3 inches or anything like that? Speaking of Civivi neck knives, okay. My
No restriction on blade. Nice. My baby banter is very clean. I had on a 2-layered shirt the other day, a long sleeve shirt and a t-shirt over it. And when I took it off at night, I took it all off together, and this stayed in the shirts. And I pulled them apart and threw them in the laundry. And I forgot to put the knife on yesterday morning. Normally, this is the first knife that goes on me is my neck knife. But I started the laundry right away. And I'll go to put everything in the dryer, and out comes my now clean Civivi Baby Banter Fixie. Switchblade in the chain. Guillotine. Yeah. The micarta, I need to darken it up again. I carried this knife so much that this micarta had gotten very dark. Luckily, it's Nitro V, so I just dried it, and it's all good to go. And it was in the sheath, so it's not like anything beat up the edge. But I haven't washed a knife in a long time. Yeah, mine's on me. It's almost always on me. Almost always. Either that one or where did I put them? Here. Oh, they're in my case, aren't they? Are they in the case? No. So where did I stash them? I'll have to find them. I don't know. I remember where I put them. But I have the Elementum, mini Elementum fixed blade in Damascus as a neck knife, as well as the Civivi Held Art. Double-edged automatic. Can't even have a stiletto anymore, an automatic stiletto. Say it. Hello and welcome. Let me see. Did I put them in here? No. Did I put them in here? I'm gonna have to figure out where I put my neck knives. My other two. I put them away somewhere smart. You know, but I got to go through my knife storage and figure out where the somewhere smart was for the neck knives. I'm not seeing them with the regular fixed blade stuff. So I put them somewhere real smart. But all of my neck knives currently are Civivi. Catcalling's illegal. Yeah, one of my favorites is this one right here. It was my first Civivi neck knife. All right, William Hornbossel, it'd be nice if you got paid for show. So this in black was my first neck knife that I really wore with regularity. The Held Art. This is a wicked looking little knife, and it looks almost like jewelry, but very useful. And then mini fixed Damascus. And then the Deadly Daughter got me this one as a present. And I wear this mini Elementum as a neck knife as well. But then she got me the Baby Banter Fixie, and it's just so comfortable in hand that it became my main neck knife, because it's a 3-finger knife that's actually wide enough to be comfortable. The jimping on it in both points works really well. So this is my main neck knife and the one that gets used quite a bit. I will say the Nitro V has held its edge better than I expected. Yeah, I used to have the Spew. You know, I haven't had Minimalist, but I've had the Spew, the small personal everyday Warncliffe, and I didn't wear that one as a neck knife. I typically wore that as an appendix or scout carry, but I really liked that was the first EDC fixed blade that I carried with any regularity. I've since gifted that, but the Spew was the first one that I carried with regularity, and that's what started my horny for warny phase that has still never ended. Like I was pretty surprised when I got home from Blade Show West and realized I hadn't picked up any worn clips at Blade Show West. Is that smaller in hand than the Kaiser Drop Bear? Are you talking about this? It is. If you mean, because it's a true 3-finger, but it's wider. If you're talking about the Drop Bear Fixie, it is a little shorter, but it is wider and much more comfortable in hand, even though it's only a 3-finger knife. I reviewed the Drop Bear Fixie and I was not a fan. It's too thin for my hands. Especially on a fixie. If I'm getting above neck knife size, which the Drop Bear Fixie is better carried on the belt or something, then I'd want to be able to get a real grip on it. And I can get a grip on this neck knife better than that Drop Bear Fixie. Spew hangs out in the truck. Yay, yay. Hard Beardo's hard for Hawkbills. Yeah, huh? Okay. I don't have a whole lot of them in the collection, but I do like. Tell you, grab something right quick. Just looking at it a second ago. Where was I looking at it a second ago? Here. Oh, I know where I just saw it. It's right here. So, no, there's not going to be a massive difference at all. And you can always use code EDCwithDBD on the Flightanium website to save 10% on all knives and accessories. It even works on stuff that's in their garage sale. So you can always use code EDCwithDBD at Flightanium. The other Hawkbill that I got this year that I really like is the DC Blades and AM8 Mark II. This is the first Pikal or Karambit style to get me to want to carry it with regularity when I leave the house. It has the easiest wave that I have ever opened. This never fails to come out into my hand and ready to go. And I can actually draw this in this position faster than I can get Logata out and in this position. If you like Hawkbills, this is less than $60 on the AM8 on the Miguron website. And awesome crossbar lockup. It's strong. You've got aluminum scales that are, again, strong, very textured. You have this nice attitude adjuster on the ring, and the ring actually fits comfortably and leaves room. And it has been chamfered, so you're not going to deglove your finger if this gets hooked. That's very important on a ring, is to not deglove your finger. SC Knife Monkey member Cripple Crew Inc. What's going on, homie? And this is the only Pikal in my collection, or Karambit. Of course, it's Pikal, but I mean that style blade that I actually carry with regularity. I'm a big fan. If you like Hawkbills, if you're hard for Hawkbills, it's hard to go wrong. I love DC blades, though. Their designs are always wicked cool. Oh, what we got from Brian F. Ah, nice. I'm not going to share that second picture. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, I will. Most of y'all burn, and if not, well, I like the picture. First, here's the blind he's hunting from. And, you know, you got to be ready. You got to be ready, natural and all. I dig it. Yay, yay. Yeah, I've had this one for a while. They sent this to me, and they sent me one to give away as well. And this is my most carried flashlight this year. And so I had it out because we're talking about the tournament we're going to do for the Cripple Crew Awards for the best of. And I had this out to remind me that we need a light category. They are sending the X4 now for me to check out, and I'm looking forward to that. They're sending me a headlamp to do a giveaway with. Yeah, that does look like a good day, doesn't it? Chilling up there, all herbal relaxed. I love me some Shark Lock. I still want to check out the Buster FG. Even if it's like massive and probably not something that would get a lot of pocket time. It all takes time, SC. It just takes time. You know, I've slowly built relationships. And I do get free stuff from some companies. But I always let you know if I got it for free or not. Yeah, Johnny 5. Johnny number 5. What was I going to say? Even if I get it for free, I always make sure to let y'all know in the reviews. And I tell the companies, if I don't like it, the Cripple Crew going to know I don't like it. I still don't think, no disassemble. Los locals kiss your ass. Los locals kick your face. Los locals kick your balls into outer space. I still think the knife that pissed me off more than any was the Benchmade Mini Adair. I don't think any knife has made me as angry as reviewing that knife. Gonna have to watch Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2 now. It's been a while since I watched those. Cousin made the mistake of getting a Mini Adair. Yeah. Yeah, that's just Benchmade shitting on people because they know they can get away with it. Soft Magna Cut, shitty FRN, and not even saltwater resistant hardware, yet they call it the Water Series and charge by almost $500 for it. It's such a crap. And then you open it up, big ass box, says water. You open it up, you've got a microfiber cloth that says water. And then you read the paper and it says not for use in salt water. It's not much better. See, the Claymore has always looked interesting to me, but never worth the price. So I haven't checked it out. It just has an interesting look to me. But like the Mini Adair legitimately pissed me off. I don't think any knife will ever piss me off like the gripper bullshit did. Yeah, everybody's got something that's pissed them off. For Brian F., it's Conwoo. For War Room, it was the Militar, as we all know. For me, it was the Mini Adair. That thing just legit pissed me off. Did they get away with putting their cheapest materials and making it one of their more expensive knives? And then it's not even like the fact that it's in the Water Series is BS. You know, you get a Salt Series from Spyderco, you know you can use it in any type of water. If you're going to call your series the Water Series, it should not be. Yeah, for Yako, it was absolutely the tactile Chupacabra. 100. 100. Complained to Sin Cut and they said we have other knives. Yeah, like I'm down with the Salt Series. You get the same type of materials, but you get a properly heat-treated blade. You get better FRN, and you get hardware that can withstand any water. And these are less than a regular pair of 3. Benchmade did the exact same thing, but with worse materials, soft Magna Cut, shitty internal hardware, and charged $460 something for it. I would take a Salt Series over a Water Series any day of the week. Whoop, as I drop stuff. The undercurrent from Benchmade is decent, but you prefer the 4-inch meat crafter. What's up, Kevin Bloom? Those are two I haven't messed with. Yeah, I still remember how pissed he was at that chupacabra because he was so excited to get it. And that was like, at the time, I think that was the most expensive knife he'd ever bought. You know, he really liked the vision. So when he saw that chupacabra, he was well stoked until he got it. I fell in love with the Vision FG. I thought about a chupacabra. I saw all the issues people were having and focused instead on trying to expand my Shark Lock collection. You can't go wrong with a Demco Shark Lock. I can't wait to throw those scales on here later tonight. The original GOAT aluminum scales are going to look so dope on here. KC? What's up, KC? How you doing today? As we all know, Knives Fast is our resident crossbar aficionado. He loves axis locks. We all know that. Casey just loves him some axis locks. He might be a little tired of the fact that everybody is doing crossbar locks now. Literally everybody. What do you think of top liners, Casey? The Shark Lock is my favorite lock, period. Period. And now I have 6 Shark Locks. 380 20.5s, Arcade Light, Arcade, and Shark Cub. Or Arcade Pro and Shark Cub. Was an eye-opener about some of the knife community and what shills some people are. Not a big fan of top liners either. He likes 1-foots too. Yeah, I know you. I know you're a liner lock or a frame lock or a bolster lock guy. Inset liners, yay. Real ball detent, no spring. Yay. Yeah, like top liners. I am a big fan of the top liner locks. The button actuated compression, full detent, perfect action, and phenomenal lockup. Without a mushy spring to break. Yeah, we were looking at carry pictures earlier, and we had several people rocking the Thunderhead today. We live in the golden era of knives. You can find whatever to suit your preference. Whether you like liner locks or frame locks or button locks or axis locks, shark locks, back locks, triads. I mean, and then you got, something in every price range. We live in the golden era of knives. Absolutely. still, I love this Adam. You know me. You know I love to carry an EDC fixed blade. I don't know how often KC carries one. But I do know one of the ones that got me hooked on EDC fixies was my Kubi and Tempest Dust Devil. Such a great user shape for an EDC fixed blade. The Aries Rock Hopper. Yay, yay. That's a good one. Yeah, today for me, it's the Aries Spike Lagata. Love me some Lagata. She's usually with me. Yes. Yeah, this is such a cool design. So useful for EDC. Long enough to feel like a full-size knife, but thin and light and so easy to carry. I'm excited for the Kubi Rock Hopper coming soon. And the Kubi Thorn with Aries. Ooh, folks, if you like the Dust Devil, stay tuned very soon. I like the sound of that. It really kicked off last year, but 2025 has been an insane year for EDC fixed blades. It's been awesome seeing that category take off. And I have, like I said, I've become a convert. I always have at least one fixie on me. Whatever it is coming on with me. Are we talking about before Christmas soon or after Christmas soon? Just curious, because folks is putting together their Christmas wish list, you know? Yes, that's the one complaint. My only complaint about this knife is the pancake sheath. That'd be interesting. I'll have to check that out. Waiting for an update sometime. Oh, that sounds exciting. Yeah, the only thing is I wish the Dust Devil came with a taco sheath. And luckily, it's still narrow enough that it's about the height of my pistol belt. So it still carries perfectly. Right now I have this clamp on it because I had it on a pack, but I throw an ulti clip or a soft loop on it. And I carry it on my belt at the appendix position, and it's not too tall, but a taco would make it a little more comfy. Yeah, meaning November. That would be dope. Yeah, put it on your Christmas wish list. Hey, honey. Found that song in a parking lot. Yeah. There you go. That's a good score. So does anybody have anything new coming in right now? Anything you're waiting on? I'm trying to think besides the scales for my 80 20.5 that'll be here today. I don't think I have much on the way right now. This just showed up yesterday. The Eldorado. Yeah, that was such a great price. When those ship, I think people are going to be very happy. Hell yeah, have a great day, KC. Thank you for stopping in, homie. And keep the dope designs coming. You've really been killing it the last few years, homie. Fixed blade in a folder at Walmart for $8. Yeah, I definitely think I want to do the geared back spacer and take out the titanium inserts and put Ultim inserts in there. And then the tritium thumb studs. And then this would be complete. Precision reflex and gator grip mount coming. Okay. Nah, but still well important. Your Aries Thorn showed up yesterday. And a Civivi Bull Mastiff Damascus prototype is sitting in the mailbox as we speak. I dig it. How did you get a prototype on the Bull Mastiff? Because that's a couple years old. Tucson TS Triple Foe. I do not know the Tucson models by number. I got to look that up. I wish they would use names. I can keep names separated. I can't keep their numbers separated. Oh. That is sexy. I'm going to share the knife. He's talking about the Tucson that he just got in. Whatnot, they're selling off protos. That's an awesome score. That is an awesome score. We're going to go Inception mode for a second. This is the Tucson TS Triple Foe. I'm not a big, it's got a little clip to it. I'm going to say I'm not a big straight back fan, but it's a beautiful design. It's got a little clip to it, a little slight clip. But that jigs tie looks really nice. I like the dark stonewash on it or blast on it. And what? That'd be $120, $122 or so after code DBD. 8.6 inches and 146 thousandths blade stock thickness. Blade material. I do not know what that material is. I have zero familiarity with it. It's got to be a Japanese steel or something. Just Tucson's new collaborative steel. Durability and edge retention. There's not a lot of information about it. I see somebody has a video about it, but whose video is this? I'm not going into it. Very close to M390. Whose video is this? Huh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that steel. Close to M390, yeah. TCL Blim 150 with shipping. Ooh. TCL Agent 004. Nice. You have the gold anodized? Hell yeah. We has a whatnot coming on 11/14. I really got to start messing with whatnot. I got to check it out. Except I have a feeling it could cost me a lot more money. Oh, this is going to feel so good with the fat aluminum scales later. Oh, no more of these really thin scales. Marco, yeah, it's an awesome flashlight. You know, when they offered to send me one to review, it was the first time that I'd had contact with Woobin. I was like, dude, it looks like a cool little light. I'm sure the Cripple Crew would like it. I thought they said that they would send me. I asked them if they'd send me an extra one for giveaway. They said sure. And then I started using it and carrying it on me, and it has become my main flashlight. Like I always have Baton 4 Pro Max with me because I want something that really holds its battery for a long time. But I use this more than any other light that I have. I really like this little light. I've become a fan, especially for the price. That's a killer $20 flashlight. I like the color options. I like being able to just dial in my brightness. I love being able to aim the head, stick the magnet to something, and then just point the light right where you want it. Yeah, the clip is very, and then I like when you're not using it, it's out of the way. Got the Artfeld alternative of the game. And welcome, Marco. I can't remember if I've seen you here before or not. So welcome to the Cripple Crew. All right, crew. We are going on 3 hours. I'll put together a video in the next couple of days about our Cripple Crew Best of EDC 2025 awards. Next week, we're going to do some voting on names for the awards. We're going to vote on the art for it submitted by homies. If you want to see those again real quick, I'm going to show you our current submissions in case you want to submit your own. There's the Cripple's 2025 award from Bluminati Ninja. I also like the Wheelies champ. We got the Gareth, Cripple Crew, Mad Max design. Robin Dallin with the Golden Wheelies Awards. So we'll be voting next week on what you guys want to call your award and on a logo. Plus, we're going to start adding some knives to the brackets next Tuesday. So I'll put out a video about it and talking about the brackets that we came up with today. And then I'll have you guys start submitting your recommendations for those brackets. We're going to have some fun. Hey, make a cool award for it, Beardo. And you guys will get to choose. I'm not picking the names. This is your awards. I plan on doing my own this year as well. I don't know if I'm going to call them the Deebs or what, but I'm going to have my own separate ones that I chose. But this is all going to be you guys picking and voting. Hell yeah. Welcome, Baltimore. Welcome to the Cripple Crew. We have fun every Tuesday and Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and every Thursday night. We have TNT, Thursday Knife Talks, with my brother War Room and I. That goes live at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. We have a blast. Plus, I try to upload knife content every day. And having a blast growing with the Cripple Crew. I love y'all. You guys know I have a blast, and I always appreciate it when you spend some of your time with me. You did. You did. Heck, just the aftermath pictures, homie. Jesse highly recommends that you don't fall and bust your head open and crack your skull on your wheelchair. It's just something he doesn't recommend. It's not as fun as it sounds. Anyway, I love y'all, Cripple Crew. So another fun 3 hours, and I hope y'all have a killer rest of your day. Until next time, stay safe, stay frosty, and most importantly, folks, stay deadly.